This is Counterpoint, and I'm your host, Tanya Granick-Allen. We have our current events panel with us today with lots of commentary on the latest headlines. We'll cover Canada's striking postal workers. We'll cover the federal government's new GST holiday. Merry Christmas, everyone. The Navy's intersection with diversity and woke issues. A recent action in a forced vaccine lawsuit against the armed forces. And swapping of statues at the Manitoba legislature, out with Queen Victoria and in with a bison. Lots to get through, but joining me now to share their 2 cents are Hannah Salamon-Vegh and Brock Stephenson. Hannah, Brock, great to have you back on. It's been a little bit, so let's jump right in. We're all getting money for Christmas, or so we think. There's a GST holiday, but also $250 checks. Hannah, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, so from December 14th, I think, to February 14th, the federal government is going to be cutting GST for toys, shoes, candy, pop, things like that, video games, and then families or individuals who made less than 150,000 per year, they're going to be getting $250 check. I don't know if that's like both spouses in the household or just one check for a household of $250. But anyway, I don't know who Justin Trudeau thinks he's kidding. Like when you have to pay thousands of dollars a year extra on heating and hydro and gas and stuff like that because of the carbon tax, which he will be hiking again on April 1st. And he's going to be hiking the alcohol tax again on April 1st in the new year. I don't know like how he thinks a $250 check is really going to make a difference, for Canadians who are having a hard time paying their bills. And also when you pay thousands of dollars a year in property tax and things like that, a $250 check is not going to do anything. And also most Canadians are done their shopping by December 14th. Even Christmas trees will be tax-free. It's like most people have their Christmas trees already by then because it's Black Friday right now. This is when people are doing their shopping. It also shows that he had the power to lower taxes 10 years ago. The sales tax in Ontario, combined GST and HST, is 13%. I went to Michigan and New York to do some shopping this summer. In Michigan, the sales tax is 6%, and in New York, the sales tax is 8%. And those are Democrat states. And here in Ontario, it's 13%. It's crazy that we're used to this.
Now,
And we
Brock,
think it's normal.
Hannah brings up a good point. It seems a lot of the times the government will tax, and then all of a sudden you get a rebate.
And this
Sometimes
is
I
our money. This is our money.
Sometimes I think, Brock, like why even take it in the first place? But perhaps in the government's defense, perhaps they're just piloting this. This is actually really a pilot. Maybe this tax AGST holiday will extend past the deadline.
Oh, nothing's better than a pilot project, I guess. But Hannah's right. They are buying us with their own money, just like Doug Ford does or David Eby. Justin Trudeau's got an election coming up, and he's trying to see if the Liberal Party can still hold seats west of the Lakehead and remain a viable political party instead of giving up official opposition to the NDP or, God forbid, the Bloc Québécois.
Now, we have seen some reaction. I mean, generally, people are always happy to have money like a GST holiday and obviously the check. But it seems that some of the most vulnerable sectors of society are completely being ignored by this. Brock, can you shed some light on that?
So I guess they're giving us breaks for children's toys and potato chips and alcohol. They're not really helping in some of the other parts of the economy, but I think it's more of a plan to try and stimulate the retail sector. People are complaining about grocery prices at restaurants. So they're trying to help one sector while ignoring another sector. So government picking winners and losers. It's nothing new with the Liberal government or most other governments.
Now, Hannah, it seems that in order to qualify for this $250 check, you had to make less than $150,000, but you had to have reported income. So obviously, seniors who are on pension, on fixed government pension, or seniors who live below the poverty, or citizens who are below, who don't make income, maybe they're on various benefits, et cetera, they're not going to get any checks at all.
Yes, and that's what people are saying, that seniors in particular are saying that this is not going to help them at all. That $250 they're not going to get. So yeah, the government's picking and choosing who they're going to give money back to and who they're still going to take money from. And I don't think this is going to work at all. A lot of people are calling it gimmicky, that they know the Liberals are polling in fourth place when you've, wreaked so much havoc on the economy for 10 years. and people are tired of you, you know, a little bit of money back in their pockets is not going to help. And I do hope one thing that it will do for Canadians is to realize how overtaxed that we are. It's not just a 13% sales tax; it's our income tax. You know, they're increasing capital gains tax and, you know, carbon tax. The amount of taxes that we have, it doesn't end. And I hope people will realize, oh, actually, maybe I shouldn't be paying, you know, tax
Right.
on diapers and other essentials like that.
Well, we'll have to see. The electorate does have a short memory. That's what I do know. We'll be right back.